Some of these same guys that were trying to act all, rough and tough with me and Monty, when Crystal came, all of a sudden they were trying to turn into smooth talkers, trying to holler at Crystal like she was really gonna, go out with them or something, please. So, yeah, not that I'm jealous, I'm just saying, she has standards.
Lose it. You know who you are. This song's about you. Said you know who you are. You know who you are. You know who you are. I was never one to be the jealous boy.
So the Dream Tour has officially begun. After all the preparation, all the work, we're ready to get into it. And our first stop is Northwestern High. Part of the promotion for what we're doing is we go to the high schools and we talk directly to the students. We crash the school for a day and we pass out CDs, we sign autographs, we play music, we talk to them, we take pictures, and all that stuff.
This is the first time I've been back to school. 8 years.
I know that for a lot of people, when they think back on their high school days, it's, oh, I had so much fun and I wish I could go back there, or those were the days. But for me, it wasn't like that. When I think of high school, I think of being an insecure little nerdy kid with glasses and braces trying to fit in. It wasn't, I've had better days, In fact, those days came in college, and that's another story. But high school, not so much with the fun, and so it was a little awkward. The energy kind of felt the same to me at first when I walked in. But I have to admit that any awkwardness that I was feeling was immediately wiped away as soon as we were introduced to the Northwestern High Street team.
Natalie?
That's really theoretical.
Kayla.
No.
I'm Brandy.
Nice to meet you.
Happy
The Northwestern High Street team are a group of students that were picked by the tour managers to help us promote the Dream Tour at the school. And these students were so excited to see us.
You are crazy. I'm not crazy. Let's go. Yeah.
Mark Aaron, I can send you the footage.
Yeah, welcome to Northwestern.
So we're at the school, passing out flyers, talking to fans and stuff, and all the girls were really cool with me and Monty being there. They're like, hey, can you sign this? Can you take a picture with this? Stuff like that. And it's all to the good. Now, some of the guys were cool, but a lot of the guys had this, I'm too cool to talk to a dude kind of attitude. Purposefully, make sure that we saw them like, dodging a flyer, like, I don't want that flyer. And, it's whatever. I might have done the same thing when I was in high school, I don't know. But the funny thing is that once Crystal showed up, everything changed. And some of the same guys that when I tried to talk to them, when I was like, hey, you coming to the show or whatever, they were like, no. And then when Crystal comes, she's like, hey, you coming to the show? And they're like, oh, yeah. Yeah, give me 8 flyers, I want, yeah, I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna have my I Love Crystal poster. And so it's just kind of funny to see, some of these same guys that were trying to act all, rough and tough with me and Monty, when Crystal came, all of a sudden they were trying to turn into smooth talkers, trying to holler at Crystal like she was really gonna, go out with them or something, please. So, yeah, not that I'm jealous, I'm just saying, she has standards. So, anyway, we're getting into the flow of things and we're talking to the students and we're vibing, and it's a nice flow happening. The music is playing and we're taking pictures and we're signing autographs and we're making a great impression, and we're all really feeling the vibe, Northwestern High, showing us some love. And then this guy comes up to us, this big guy, walkie-talkie and everything, saying, hey, who gave you permission to be here? And this is when it got really sexy, because all of a sudden the principal comes and he's like, hey, I'm gonna try not to be my usual rude self, but he's like got the hand motion going and everything, excuse me, and da-da-da, and everything stops. The principal accuses us of creating a disturbance, and it's so weird to us because we had permission to be there. I mean, the school is they approved us to do the show. They knew that we were doing the promotional stuff. I mean, our street team was just there the day before doing the same thing. And so all the kids are totally calm. I mean, they're excited, but it's their lunchtime. So of course there's talking and stuff. So it was weird. So we were kicked out of the school for creating a disturbance. The funny thing is, I really think it created even more of a buzz than had we just been allowed to stay there without it. Because as we're walking out, everybody's like, oh, you were kicked out? What happened? What happened? What's funny is that even as we're walking out, students are recognizing us, asking us to sign autographs and stop and take pictures as we're walking out.
Yeah, the principal kind of kicked us out. Eric! Eric! Yeah, go get Chris. Chris!
Even if it's just for the duration, just one kiss, I gotta say,
the actual night of the show, it was definitely nerve-wracking. It was our first official full show. You guys don't realize there's so much that goes into doing a show like this. All the lighting guys, all the tech guys, all the sound guys, the whole crew involved, the stage managers, and it's just a lot of chaos. We had to do about 8 hours of preparation in 2 hours of time. And it was very nerve-wracking for everybody.
6 months now on me. Joy still here. Still can't hear.
So I don't turn off.
Weird as in not working?
Yeah, like it's in the kids from the mic to speaker.
The energy was crazy. There was something about performing this new music for a crowd for the first time.
And you know that me and you were picture perfect. Gave up my place, can't expire in this world. Cause ain't nobody else on this earth quite like you, but not like you. So all that we've been through, I was faithful to you. After 13 years.
I had fans that had never seen me perform this new material before. And I look in the front row and I see some of them just jam into it as I'm singing. And it just totally gives me a big, huge energy boost.
I got a crush, baby, it's not going away. It gets stronger every day, something I can't shake away.
We were on a high, first show done. Excellent. The hard part for me is that, let me break this down for you. Crystal Silva is a full-time artist. So her life consists of recording, staying in shape, vocal training, dance training, career-related stuff. Monty Wells, also a full-time artist. He performs all over the doggone place, performing for everybody, focusing on his music, recording, honing his skills. Me, I'm a full-time artist slash full-time vocal coach slash business owner. And so I'm doing everything that Crystal and Monty are doing, plus I'm running A Approach, plus I'm working with private clients. I'm training other voice teachers. I'm waking up at 8 a.m. for morning business conference calls with my business manager.
The thing is, I never went back and I checked on it.
It's a lot, and to be honest, I'm feeling overworked, and it is tough, and it's something that I run into over and over again. And everybody who knows me, my friends, my family, they're like, Eric, don't stretch yourself too thin, don't stretch yourself too thin. But it's so much easier said than done. So I go out to Atlanta, and I welcome it as a break, because when I travel out of town, it's an excuse for me to relax and cut off some of my other responsibilities temporarily, because I can't be there for some of the meetings and for some of the lessons. So I just get to focus on my music for a little while. So I'm in Atlanta, and I have a meeting scheduled with MFN Entertainment to discuss the new direction I want to take with my next project as I'm finishing up this one. And so I get to their place, and I step through the door, and who's sitting on the couch? My ex-lady friend?
Like, it went right on the radio. It's like she gonna think that it's like that all the time.
I don't. You don't understand. I'm an actor. I know it doesn't happen like that.
Kaniqua. I don't know what you would call her exactly. I don't know what she would call us. All I know is it was awkward. Yeah, she's rapping. And I was like, what? Like,
it's better than you think. She just got her first play on the radio last night.
Oh, what?
Yes. We did.
Congratulations.
We doing the same song.
So excited.
Red Bull is hired us to do a song for the Saints, like the official theme for like Reggie Bush and the Saints.
Oh, that's hot.
And we had Kaniqua sing the hook on the record.
Well, I kind of knew you could sing already, though. I had a little taste.
You did. You coached me for like a day.
You're right.
You were like, okay, focus on your breathing. I'm like, yeah, Aaron, we're coming back next week. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna be a singer.
Already has a song that's on the radio, and already has a song that's featured on commercials and on TV. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And it was very weird. And she looked great. She did. And did I mention that it was awkward? This is so weird for me.
Isn't it? I feel very uncomfortable right now. I feel extremely uncomfortable.
Right.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna walk over.
You go over there.
Oh my god.
It was very awkward. So awkward. I think that I was literally sweating. Like I was literally sweating with nervousness. It was just really weird. I wasn't expecting it. I came in there with already a healthy sense of nervousness for talking with new music people who could have influenced my career in one direction or another. And then on top of that, their like new artist is, you know, somebody that I was involved with that didn't end on the best terms. And so somebody who at the very least, whatever you want to call it, whatever weirdness it was, we were at least good friends. And so it was awkward, very awkward. But right there on the spot, we made up. And the weird thing is, as much as she's changed and as much as I've changed since then, I think it had been like maybe 5 years, about, you know, as much as we changed, the chemistry is still there, and we clicked immediately. And we both have the same stupid sense of humor, and you know, we kind of went into our own little world on the couch where we were sitting at, and everybody else was like, what? You know, what the hell is going on with you two? And it was really weird, but it was unexpected, but I'm glad I saw her, so who knows. Yeah, so did my thing in Atlanta. I came back to Maryland, spent a week of rehearsing and getting things tight, and then we went right on up to Connecticut. What was really funny about Connecticut is that the area that we were in, there were like no black people there. And I know I'm gonna make somebody mad when I say this, but please just hear me out. Think with light hearts. Let's not take things too seriously right now. I'm not trying to bash anybody. Some areas have more of one race than another. It just is what it is. And so where we went, there weren't many black people, but at the hotel that we were at, there were some black workers, and they were so nice to me and Marcus. If you don't know, Marcus is my little brother. They were so nice. It's just kind of funny. Everywhere we go, the black people stare at us.
Yeah, basically they stare.
Yeah, they stare. So you walk by and they're like,
they just be like, first they're wondering, what the hell? 2 young black kids.
It's got to be weird because we're young and we're black and we're randomly at the Sheraton in Hartford, Connecticut.
Yeah.
It's just got to be a little weird to them.
It is pretty random.
So, yeah, it is pretty random. And they don't know that I'm a singer. I'm out here for the show or whatever. So it's got to be a little weird to me and Marcus. Like, when we walked in, if they saw you from across the room, it's like this, brother, you know? And they were so overly accommodating that it was very obvious, you know. We didn't encounter any racism from any, you know, racist whites or anything like that. It's not like that at all. But what was funny is that the people of color that were at the hotel were a little overly enthusiastic about our stay. I think for them to see us, 2 guys who appeared to be so young and black and staying there on our own, it was just kind of funny. Like, even our waitress was like when she told us what what the menu items were and stuff, and she was like, "Nah, this won't cost too much, and this is free, so you can get this for free. So don't worry about the cost." And I was like, "It's really okay. I'm fine. I've got this, you know." Then and I didn't even take offense because I could tell that she was just really almost motherly about it, and it was just kind of funny. I'm like, whoa, you know. It was just kind of funny. I guess she had to be there. After the show at Northwestern, I knew what to expect. Everybody's running around here a little crazy, a little stressed. But I actually feel surprisingly calm.
right? Me too, right? The sound is awesome.
Yeah, as long as the sound is right. I only have one wardrobe thing today, so I don't have to do wardrobe changes in the middle of it, which adds more stress. So for today's show, it's straight through.
Right.
I was ready. And this show was so much better. The sound was perfect. The audience was even bigger. It was huge.
How y'all doing tonight?
Everything was just perfect. The crowd was so supportive, and they were all like excited about the show. And it wasn't like, oh, good job. You know, it was like, wow, amazing. We loved it. And they were great. They were great. Being on the road is awesome because you get to bond. There's a lot of bonding that happens because it's just you and your crew, and you're doing what you love, and you know, it's just fun. All you're doing is singing, chilling, and eating. You know, that's pretty much all you can do.
AAA Diner in Connecticut. So we're at the AAA Diner in Hartford.
And I to eat after the show, and had a great time and just talked and chilled and acted stupid.
We're not sure what it is. We're not really sure at all.
Anyone want to take a guess? Anyone take a guess?
I'm gonna say Mountain Bridges.
I'm just really mad that Blair asked, "Is that the Batman?"
But that's close to my guess. My guess is Pac-Man. I think it's Pac-Man.
That's unfortunate sign of fatigue.
She wearing head voice.
I promise you guys, she did not do any drugs. I kept them hidden.
You know when giggle sets in, that's a sign of fatigue. You okay? No.
And it was just fun. And then we get back to the hotel, and there's an after party going on.
It's a gum and an Altoid. Can I have one of these, too?
Wow, Mike is really making a lot of requests.
We'll come to you now.
Mike is making a lot of requests.
It's all about me.
That is so cool.
We all ready for the pajama jammy jam. Pajama jammy jam.
Eric! Eric Austin, y'all. In the building. Tina B. Who do that?
She's like, I'm not trying.
I got my drink, get my two-step.
What we saying?
Hey! We do.
We're sorry. I didn't know. Why Neil?
So, this is life on the road. I'm digging it.
Yes.
As Kiki said, we all need personal assistance, though.
Right.
Personal assistance.
That's going to be necessary. I need somebody to pack this here suitcase and get me out on time. That's what I need, okay? You can apply at www.kikisassistant.com.
I want to work for Kiki. This is low on power, so I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. And we're done.